everyone, Jess here, and today I'm joined with Cyril Girot, CEO of Cambodia Airports. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you, Jessica, for inviting me.
It's a pleasure. So firstly, can you provide a bit of an overview for Cambodia Airports' evolution and its broader significance within VINCI's network?
Yeah, so Cambodia Airports actually are the very first airports which were awarded to VINCI and the history of the group. We were awarded with the concession of the Phnom Penh Airport first in 1995, and today we run the two international airports of Phnom Penh and Sihanouk Village in Cambodia. And there is actually a proverb which says that a tree comes from a seed. And this Cambodian airport with the seed for the VINCI Airport network, which is today the very first private operator of airports in the world, and which runs 70 plus airports spread over 5 continents and over 13 countries. So that's why it's pretty successful story that we began in Cambodia with one airport, and today we run 70 plus airports all around the world. Yeah.
It's amazing. And are you able to give me a little bit of insight into the evolution of the traffic at the airport as well?
Yeah, for sure. So when we were awarded with the concession of Phnom Penh Airport in 1995, the traffic over the international airports in Cambodia, total traffic was roughly 1 million passenger maximum. And in 2019, we managed in reaching this traffic up to 11 million passenger.
Wow.
So that's a great growth that we were in the capacity to bring. And thanks to both, of course, the expertise and the knowledge of our local team, but also the leverage that we got over the whole VINCI Airport networks all over the world.
That's fantastic growth to hear about. And I'd like to discuss in detail a bit about VINCI's positive mobility vision, because this is an area that you guys have been a real pioneer. Firstly, could you start by how you're reconciling sustainability with growth?
Yes, so in the VINCI Airport group, we're very committed towards the positive mobility here and with various aspects. So if you want to step back a bit, we heard from the survey in just before, a few years before COVID, about the socio-economic footprint we've got in Cambodia. Yes. And at this period, we assessed that regarding the direct, indirect, and induced impact of our airport activity in Cambodia, we reached roughly $3 billion injected into the Cambodian economies per year, and we had roughly 1.7 million jobs generated by the activity of our international airports in Cambodia, which is pretty big and important. So that's for the stepping back and the road. If we want now to go deeper in how we build this positive mobility, it can be developed into 3 main points. First of all, the social boost that it brings. Second point is the pioneering role we've got in environments. And the last one would be the action we put towards the heritage protection and the clearing of history of population. Regarding the first one, actually we're the very first company in Cambodia to bring a free health coverage for both the employee themselves but also their family. We were also very first company in Cambodia to bring to them a life insurance, your mobile pays, that for the social com of our activity. Regarding our pioneering role towards environment, we also engaged a lot of actions in favor of environment. Like it's something which is very common, very general within the VINCI group, is our overall objective to halve our footprint by 2030. And that's why the strategy in environment for the VINCI group is organized through 3 pillars. First pillar is act climate. Second pillar is optimizing the use of resources. And the last one is preserve the natural environment. That is the first pillar, acting for environment, climate. Of course, our goal is to reduce the energy consumption as much as we can. And that's why in our facilities, the Cambodian airports, we actually set some LEDs in all our facilities, LED snatics, for making sure that the consumption of the electricity is minimum. Second, we also organize some fixed ground power units for being in the capacity to deliver electricity from the rigid at the docking bay to the aircraft, instead of having the aircraft using their AC aircraft power unit. And last, what I would like to mention regarding this fight for and this factors in favor of climate is also the action we made regarding the optimization of resources. We're the very first private company, we're the very first private entity in Cambodia to build the wastewater treatment plants in our airport. And today we're still the only private ones to have these facilities organized in our electric. Again, this is for the optimization of the natural resources and for, of course, the preservation of the natural environments. We engage a lot of actions. For example, I can quote the other protection we organize in our Cyril Airport for mangrove, which is a pretty well developed into area. So we organize a lot of action for protecting it, for making sure that it's been preserved. So that's for the environmental part. Last part, I would like to mention regarding the positive mobility we've got and other actions we organize in favor of heritage protection and the protection of the history of the country. The third archaeological research that we perform in our airport of Siem Reap, which is I would say the protected area in the country, in the area of the Angkor Wat temples. So we were actually the first and only private company to organize preventive archaeological research before doing and performing our works. And of course, we found some stuff because in Siem Reap there are pretty much archaeological background, I would say. And what we organize is that we protected that for the future and for preserve that for the next generation, and it should not be damaged by our works. But we also organize some academics around this, hiring some people studying what we had discovered, just for making sure that this being capitalized in the history of the country and for a better knowledge of the civilization of Angkor at the time of the 20th to the 10th to the 12th century in decades later.
Well, it's great to hear you're taking such a holistic approach to being a positive force, not just sort of operations-wise, but in terms of the entire social value of it as well. And finally, how do you find events like this drive innovation in the industry?
Actually, events like the Aviation Festival Asia are pretty useful because they manage in connecting different layers in the aviation industry, either the airline, the airport, the defense subcontractor, the equipment facilities, etc. All of these players and these partners that be representing such a festival. So that's why it's a very good way to connect people, making sure that of the galaxy, I would say, of the aviation industry, have a time all together to connect and to share the best practices. We've got innovation, which are being performed somewhere, and just to organize it in a collective event, which is this time a great success.
Fantastic. Well, thank you for taking the time to speak with me today.
Yeah, thank you very much for your interview, for your time, and I was very glad to have it with you.